Happy New Year, everyone. This is Constantinos, and this is Lovely Simracing. Happy New Year's, everyone. This is the first stream of 2024, and I literally have nothing to stream about. Isn't this awesome? How have you guys been? I hope you guys had a really good break. I hope you enjoyed it. If you were like me, if you were anything like me, then your break would be described by just one word. Food. That's it. That's it. I did some things in between, but it was mostly eating. So it was good. It was good. Hope you guys had a great one. Iñaki, welcome to the first stream of 2024. Daniel, nice to see you. Tiago, Portugal, go. Tiago, I was talking to Jaime from SimDash just not more than an hour ago. Connected to I was about to say connected to Porto. Connected to Portugal. I actually don't have anything to stream. It's off season, so there are no races, and I'm not going to go racing in some completely unranked public lobby, with obviously no, seriously, no practice, no nothing. This is the first time I'm sitting in my rig for quite some time without any racing. The only thing I did do all this time I was off, apart from updating the dashboard, minor tweaks, but I'll tell you about those, what I did today. But mostly I did the 2023 year in review video, and that's pretty much it. Yeah, so it was very quiet and relaxing, to be honest. It was good. It was good. Jens, Happy New Year, man. And thank you for your all support as well. So one thing I noticed is the music overlay is not working. There's some issue with 6K Labs. I think they got hammered. I started using it and it was working perfectly fine. And then Nutty, if you guys don't know him, he's on Twitch and on YouTube now. Very popular streamer. He basically has anything you want to learn about how to stream and how to do all these weird stuff in OBS, he is your guy. And Nutty basically discovered, or he was notified about this, the 6K Labs, the YouTube music overlay thing, and he posted it, and ever since their servers are constantly crashing. And I noticed today that it's not working again. So I can't show you guys what music I'm listening to. It is Stream Tunes, what you're listening to. The album is called Chill Vibes, and the song is called Crop. It's all royalty-free music. All right, so what are we going to do today? I have no idea. I'm going to go through my backlog of stuff on Discord. I don't think I'll be racing or driving at all. So if you're here for the racing, move along. It's not going to happen. Not tonight. I don't feel like racing. I'm going to lose too much SA rating because we don't lose SR today. It's unranked in LFM. But yeah, I mean, it's not about that. If you haven't seen the 2023 year in review video, go ahead. It's on my channel. I put it on a featured. It basically describes in the shortest possible way. Honestly, I had to throw out so many things I wanted to talk about, but I threw them out. And just kept the gist of 2023. How amazing it was for the Love dashboard and everything that we built together as a community. So go watch that. It's a very short video. It's just highlights of things that had happened. And I can only say that 2024, if it pans out as I'm sort of planning in my head, that video will not be 7 minutes long. It will not be 7 minutes long. It'll have to be a lot longer. Oh, yeah, okay. Thank you for correcting me. Oh, you do lose SR. Oh shit, okay, then that's not, I'm not going on that server. Not now. Not in an unranked open lobby fashion. Nope, it's not going to have any racing today. But I'm going to work on the lovely dashboard. So one thing that I did change, it wasn't a really big change, but it was just, it was kind of like, there was a lot of things I had to update, but the change isn't very large. It has to do, let me share the screen. So it has to do, I can actually move over to this. So it has to do with this little thing here. All the lovely members, this is version 2.6, so all lovely members, all paid lovely members, have access to this version. And they all notice that this little thing here, it's analytics, it says on. And it's got two states, on and off. Analytics is a very peculiar matter, which needs to be addressed in a legal fashion. Okay, so although I have been mentioning on documentation and everywhere that I have it in the settings file, everywhere that you can turn analytics off, apparently I've kind of misinterpreted the law, and it has to be the other way around. You have to turn it on, not turn it off. So it's opt-in, not opt-out. And this was brought to my attention from someone on race department, which was great, because although I do kind of know how this law was introduced and what it's for, given that the dashboard is not an actual device, it's not a website where you can just click on a thing saying accept all cookies and you're good to go. You don't have any inputs here. So I thought it would be more like an application you download from I guess like the App Store or something. So it would be more like opt-out. It turns out that it might not be that simple. So what I have done now is, if you download the dashboard as is without the settings file, it's off. So the analytics are off by default, and by any means and standards or whatever, analytics are off. When you can only turn them on if you use the settings file. So if you're not using the settings file, you can't turn them on. They will be off by default. The moment you download the settings file and install it, you are accepting that the dashboard will have analytics. In the settings file, you can turn the analytics off if you want to. So this complies to the law which says it's opt-in. The dashboard will not have analytics turned on when you download it. When you download and intentionally install the settings file, the analytics will be on. And again, through the analytics file, you will have the option to turn them off. Now, I'm doing this to comply with the law, obviously. But for me, it is very important you guys leave the analytics on. Like, use the settings file and leave them on. As you can see in the year in review video, those numbers are actually meaningful. And how I can use them and interpret how you guys use it, it's on another level. I'm still discovering how analytics work. I'm not very proficient, but I am discovering how they work. So yeah, if you leave it on, I really appreciate it. If you don't want to, again, the data collected, it's through Google Analytics. They're all anonymous. I have no idea who you are personally. I just know that there is a device using the lovely dashboard in a specific location of the world, and it's using the dashboard of the dashboard Excel. So I have the version of what dashboard you're using. And one thing that I am tracking is the MFMs left and right. So I know which is more popular on the left, what is more popular on the right, and in general, just information that will help me understand how you guys are using it. Again, I haven't gotten too deep into the analytics, but that's one of the big changes that's coming to the dashboard, which actually is not a really big change for the end user, but it really is a big change to making it comply with certain standards in the EU, and just being yeah, I guess being the good guy, right? I don't want to do something that would be considered illegal or against the law. So that's one thing that's changing. What else did I do? I did a few more things. I did a lot of cleaning up with the JavaScript stuff. A lot of cleaning up. And I'm also preparing. So now this is the phase where I'm going to fix a few things up until mid-January, but I'm also working on the documentation. And so at the end of January, I will be releasing 2.6 for everyone in the general public. At the same time with that, I'm also working on the next features. I don't know how I do it, honestly. I sleep and wake up in the morning and I have ideas and I write them on paper. And then when I have time in the evening, I work on them. But the idea is that right now I'm preparing the release, the public release, which is fixing the final bugs that anyone's sending in Discord, and we'll work on them tonight. I'll probably do some of that. And also thinking and working on the next features, things that will come to the lovely dashboard. And that, in a nutshell, was my break. And yeah, there's so much chatting. So sequential alert. Oh, okay. Tiago needs a shifter. Okay. No, it's all about shifters. All right, good. I have no idea. I don't have a shifter. I don't use a shifter, so I can't even help you with that. All right, let's start off with looking into. Sorry. Let me close that. Okay. Let me open up Discord and take a look at bug reports. Oh, damn, there's a lot. So things that I did fix while in the break is there was a certain issue with colors in the themes. So someone had posted a bug where the for the balanced and for the ERS and for the ERS modes, basically the colors were off. So I fixed those. So now the colors are correct in the theme file, and they show up good. Double yellow flags. I don't know if we discussed that. I added double yellow flags now for ACC, which is pretty amazing. And I also separated white flag for slow car and white flag for final lap for ACC. Okay. And some other things like pit limiter, some other small things. But now, let me go over to the list of to-do things that I have and start working on them. Yeah, thanks, Tiago. Yeah, I'm just gonna walk through these things one by one and see if there's anything to actually fix. Okay, so hold on a second. Where's my to-do list? Why is this to-do? Night mode. Okay, let's start off with something for AMS2. I haven't been doing anything for AMS2. So there is one ticket that says, if I can move this there. I don't want to move the entire Discord. Screw it. Screen not dimming for night mode on AMS2, not tried on ACC. This problem occurs on 2.6 betas, works without issue on 2.5.2. Okay, so what happens is, here, night mode and True Dark mode is not on. It's true. So in AMS2, we do have night mode. So in AMS2, we do have the trigger for lights. Let me open up my folder here and pull up the extensions, the JavaScript, and go over down to night mode, True Dark mode, and this is the night mode. Let me see if I can make it bigger for you guys. Actually, I have to move it on the other side because you guys can't see it now. There. So night mode, if it's ACC, it's using that. Oh, okay. One more thing I did do. I'm just saying these things so I can't forget them. So one thing I did do, and this is Daniel. Are you still in the chat? If you're there, wave your hand. So there was So here's the thing. I need to take this a moment, step back. So we've always had True Dark mode, which is when you turn on your lights, the dashboard dims just a bit, slightly. And then we added the True Dark mode. True Dark mode is, you can turn it off, but basically just changes the color in the entire dash into something monochrome, something that's really easy on your eyes and so forth. Right, Daniel, so here's what is happening. In ACC, we have two light stages. So we have first light stage and second, which is whatever they call them, driving lights and high beam lights. And we're using those for True Dark mode. So First stage dims the screen. Second stage turns on true dark mode. And that makes sense, but no other sim has 2 light stages, at least not even AC, from the ones that I've tried to understand how they work. No other sim has 2 light. In fact, a lot of them don't even have 1 light stage. Like iRacing doesn't have lights. You can flash, but you can't turn on lights. Lights turn on automatically. So what happened is I added a hotkey trigger for true dark mode. So you can assign a button on your steering wheel, you can assign it on your keyboard anywhere you want. I made it to be Shift and D, so Shift and D engages true dark mode. And this was working for all of the sims except ACC, because I first did it for ACC using the 2 light stages, and then I just added the trigger for everything else, and it bugged me. And Daniel knows that it bugged me. Daniel Crimson and Daniel, yeah, don't mix up my Daniels. These are my two number one guys, number 2 guys, what do they call them? So you got your community manager and Daniel Newman, and race manager and Daniel Crimson. Welcome to the stream, guys. So what happened is with these triggers is that, and this is what really bugged me, in ACC you had one way to turn on true dark mode, and for every other sim there was a different way to do that, and I didn't like that. Daniel Newman was insisting that having the 2 light stages control the true dark mode was the right way to do it, and I'm not going to argue with that because that actually makes sense. But consistency is what really, I really think that it makes a difference for the live dashboard. So what I did is I added a new property in the settings file called True Dark Mode Native, and let me show that to you what it looks like. Hold on. In the settings file, so over here you have true dark mode, you select the color that you want, and you also have true dark mode native. Now 0 is use a hotkey to activate TDM, right? It's not native, you're using the trigger. But if you want to use the native lights function, you just turn this to 1. So now if I save this, for instance, ACC that has the light stages will use the light stages and not the trigger. Every other sim will use a trigger. If I turn this off to 0, then all sims will use a trigger. It's just one way to accommodate preferences for everyone, okay? So now Daniel can have his lights turn on with the light stages of ACC, and I can have it as a trigger, which is consistent with all sims. It will be 0 by default, so it will be 0, which means all sims will require the hotkey. If you want to use native functionality for your lights in true dark mode, you will need to turn this to 1. So Daniel, that one's for you. You will need to change it in the settings file to 1 so you can use the native functionality of ACC. But it's there now. And yeah, that was one thing that actually required some changing here to the code over here. And now I'll go back to what is going on with AMS. Let me catch a breath. Yes, Daniel, if you set it to native, any sim that has a native component to it will use the native functionality. All other sims will just use the trigger. So it will be best of both worlds. But if you want to use just the trigger, set it to 0, so it will not be native. And that's what I'm going to be using because I want to have the trigger, right? And in the cases where, and this is interesting, because it's coded like that, if you have it to trigger mode, in ACC, when you turn on lights, either stage will have night mode on, so it will dim the screen. But if you trigger the true dark mode, it will skip the night mode and go into true dark mode. It's kind of smart the way it handles it, but you don't need to worry about any of that. If you want to have it as a trigger, as a hotkey for all sims, just leave it to 0. If you want to use ACC's light stages, turn it to native. And I didn't call it true dark mode for ACC, for instance. I call it true dark mode native because, hell, who knows? Maybe iRacing adds light stages in the next release. I can't make a new parameter for that, a new property. It will be native. So if a sim will support light stages natively, it will fall into this category automatically when it's released. You've got your cake and you're eating it. Yes, you do. All right. Now, going back to AMS2. AMS2 is one of the sims that actually has a trigger. So what I'm doing is I'm not faking the lights, right? So what I'm doing is if you trigger the lights and I have a property, I will read that property and I will turn on night mode or true dark mode or whatever. AMS2 is the other sim that I think it's the only one, not even AC has it, that has a property for lights, but it only has one. There's only one level of lights for AMS2. It doesn't let me know if it's high beam or low beam or whatever. If you turn it on, it just turns on. So what happens with AMS, if you have native on and you turn on the lights, should it? I haven't done that, I think. No, I've done it only for, yeah, it's only for ACC. So because I want to have that one light stage. So in AMS2, for instance, if you turn on your lights, it will dim the screen and you can manually trigger true dark mode. So because AMS2 only has one light stage, I'm keeping that for the dark mode, for the night mode. Sorry, I don't want to confuse you guys. So in AMS2, you can still turn on the lights and it will dim, and you can trigger with the hotkey true dark mode. And one thing that someone has mentioned, and that's where going back to the work that I'll be doing now, is night mode not working on AMS2. Screen not dimming for night mode on AMS2. Not tried on ACC. This problem occurs in 2.6. And we have some telemetry here, so I need to download this telemetry. It's downloading? Really? Oh yeah, it did. Okay. Alright, 9 megabytes. It's a short one. Good. Now, what I do need to do is go into SimHub, replays, and I don't have, what is it? What's the folder for the replays in SimHub for AMS2? Is it Automobilista 2? We'll see. And let me get the files I just downloaded, drop them in there, and I'll run the replay and we'll see it here. First off, let's see if I go to AMS2. Do I have a replay? I do have a replay. Cool. That's cool. Alright, let's move this into windowed mode so we have something you guys can see. Move that there. And if I start the replay, we should... So it's actually dimming. Interesting. So now someone said it's not dimming, but it's clearly dimmed. I don't know if you guys can see it, but this is not white. This is dimmed. Dimmed. Oh no, it's not getting undimmed. Okay, now I see. So now it should be white, but it's not. Okay, let's fix that. So this is turning true. Okay, this might be a bit trickier, but what the hell? Let's see. This is returning true. So if it's Automobilista 2, which it is, let me go in here and I'll just do some hacking around. Oh god. No, don't. It's returning true. So if I go in here, all right, this is where everything's getting very confusing. MCAR flags. I won't be able to fix this now. I don't remember what I did. Yes, I am keeping night mode there intentionally, since we can have it. So night mode is triggered by the lights. When you turn on the lights, you have night mode. TDM is triggered manually. If the sim supports 2 light stages, then we have first light stage is night mode, and then you have on the second light stage is TDM. For AMS2, since we only have 1 light stage, I would like to be able to keep TDM as an option, as a trigger. Hey Toran, how you doing, man? How's the PC going? Hey Travis, Happy New Year, buddy. This is gonna be a pain now. Oh shit, I have to, yeah. I'm probably not gonna be able to fix this now. I have to remember how I did this. This is all with, with bit shifting, or whatever they call it. It's a weird thing. So AMS2 uses this really, really weird way of determining the flags. They're called MCAR flags, and the same number means many different things. And I don't remember what I did, but this should work. Why isn't it working? I'm gonna have to resort to looking back at what is going on in 2.5.2. So current game mode have been released. Trigger night mode when lights are on. So let MCAR flags. What if I change that? They're off, and this is on, so that's not clearly not it. Oh, damn. Alright, so what do I need to do? I need to check. Alright, so let's go. Let's go download previous version. I don't even have it on my drive. If anything happens, God forbid if anything happens to GitHub, I've lost everything. Okay. So we have that. Now what I'm doing, I'm just going to look into... I'm going to look into my file, change it, yes. Okay, so I'm opening up. Here, this is the old JavaScript. I'm going to go down to night mode. It might not have been in here as a night mode. Could it be? Well, that's nice. So this means that I need to quit everything here. Quit this. I'm going to export my dashboard. Exporting it now, we're at beta 7, the one that I have in front of me, so I'm going to save it as beta 7. Okay, save it. I'm just confirming that it's updating on Dropbox. There it is. Good. And now I am going to re-download and reinstall this because I need to open it and see what I've done inside. Alright, let's close that. It's interesting, but curious what I've done wrong. Alright, so let's install 2.5.2. Going back. through time. Alright, so now we reinstall 2.5.2. Let me save it so I can see it in front of me. And yes, I got 2.5.2. Sorry, let me turn it on for you guys. So as you can see, it's 2.5.2. If I run the replay, there it is. Okay, so it actually is working correct here. Good. So let's see what we're doing. We're not doing anything different. That's stupid. Huh. Oh, that's not going to be good. That's why I hate this thing now. Okay, so we're not doing anything different. So it says if night mode is 1, which is in the settings file, if night mode is 1. Toran, don't even think about comparing your gained weight with mine. Just you've got, there's no competition, man. You've lost. All right. So if the settings file says there's night mode on, which currently it is, if I return, so just checking night mode. If I return night mode, this should be 1. It is 1. Perfect. So it is 1. So we're going into this loop here. If it's ACC, blah, blah, blah. If it's AMS2, return whatever that is. Right. And if it's F1, time of day. We're not going to do time of day anymore. We're getting rid of time of day. So if you're in F1, you don't have lights, obviously. And time of day, you wouldn't really mind for that. So you can trigger true dark mode if you want to manually. So what is going on? So this is actually not wrong what I have. This is exactly what I have. I'm copying this and closing everything and reloading the latest version. And I'm gonna check because there's actually, wait a second. What is this thing returning here? It's returning 1. And 0. Okay, this is weird because I'm doing the exact same thing. See, it's turning on and off. 1 and 0. Okay. Screw this. Don't save it. Go back. And now I need to reinstall my latest version. Oh, I hate it when it does this. All right. Okay. Now, windowed version, this should be 2.6. Yeah, okay. And edit. And save so I can reload it on my dashboard in front of me. And also, okay, this is actually right. Okay. Cool. 0, 1, 0, 1. So it's actually working here. Nice. So I'm screwing it somewhere else. Screwing this thing up somewhere else. All right. I can take it. Okay. So okay. This is what I had in 2.5.2. And this is what I have in 2.6. Let me make this let. True. True. It's still true. Okay, so I'm doing something here. Obviously, I need to return that directly. Okay. So that's how it has to be. Okay, found the bug. Le bug has been found. So it's 0. When it turns on, it goes to 1. Okay. Bug found. I'm not gonna ask too many questions. Let it be. Now if I do this and save it and reload it, now you'll see that it goes in and out of true dark mode. It's on because lights are on. No, it didn't. No, it didn't. Is it going off? Turn 0. Okay, so I may need to do something different here. So say this equals 1, then it's true, otherwise it's false. It's working now. Will it go dark? It didn't go dark. Damn! Not that. Don't mind the sound. Why is this, if this is actually returning true now. Hold on a second. Oh man. Why am I an idiot? It's returning false. Why is it returning false? It shouldn't return false. This is 1. Why is this returning false? All right, Toran, have a great one, man. Great. Okay, okay. Okay, okay, okay. Okay. Night mode on. Night mode is on. Alright, let's see. If lights go off, perfect. Lights go on, dark mode. And I can also trigger manually. It's not working. It is not working. Ah, one bug brings the other. Come on. Come on. Tiago, you're coming to Greece. Where are you going? What part? Islands? Mainland? When? Also. Important. Matt, lovely dashboard gives you at least 0.5 seconds per sector. What am I doing wrong now? What is going on? Hold on a second. Okay, now it's working. That's interesting. Stop. Okay, true dark mode is on. Something wrong with true dark mode engaging. As you can see, it tries to and it releases it. Is it because there's something annoying happening? Alright, this has got to be correct. I'm going to assume everything else is correct. I fixed the night mode here, as in true and false. Good. I'm also going to assume that is correct. Save and refresh everything. Works. 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 I think there's a problem when there... So this is... It's working like that. But what if lights are not on? Can I trigger it like this? It will be triggered. Lights are not on. I can. It had to do something with the script that was open. So I can trigger it, and if I have night mode on, so now no lights are on, I can trigger it manually in AMS2, fine. And if the lights are on, it dims, so night mode is active, and it can trigger true dark mode. It removes night mode and goes into true dark mode. Okay. That is exactly how it's expected to work. So lights are off, true dark mode is on, it's manually triggered. I can remove it, and you can see it's dimmed and undimmed. Okay. Solved. El solved. Edit tags. Done. Close post. That was one bug. I just have another 1,000. Tiago, you're still deciding where to go. Kos, Rhodes, Crete, Zante, not Santorini. I want to go for 10 days and get too expensive. Right, Santorini will be too expensive. Of the places you have mentioned, I would save 10 days for Crete alone. Yeah, just go to Crete. Rent a car, and 10 days will be... It's a friggin' huge island, and there's so many things you can do. You can go from west coast to east coast, north side, south side. They're completely different things. Like you can don't stay in one place. If you can, in Crete, start from, I don't know, Iraklio, which is where you probably be landing with your plane. Stay there for a couple of days, then rent another hotel. In, like, we can DM these things in another part of the island, like 3 different hotels for the 10 days, like 3 days in each place maybe, and have a car to travel along, and then end up in Irakli the last day so you can take your flight out again. Or Chania, they also have an international airport, I think. But I would stick to Crete. Crete is basically an island that has everything. You can do hiking in Samaria. You have friggin' amazing beaches, blue water everywhere. You have palm tree forests on the east side. You have these ridiculously white sand and blue water on the west side. South side, you have some amazing cave structures where you can just go and you're at the beach and they're like mountains with caves in them. You can sit there. There's like, yeah, there's just too many. And food. Food is just too good. And Crete, because it's a huge island and it has a lot of permanent residents, like it's a huge island, prices are not very expensive. So whereas in the Mykonos and Santorini and all these islands, they have a rush of tourists in the summer, so all prices are spiked because all year they have no one there, no locals living there, essentially just very few. Crete keeps their prices down because it's just normal everyday life, plus tourists. So if you want something that's financially decent, it won't be expensive for sure. Honestly, it won't. I'd stick to that one island, and 10 days is it's enough for the island. Whereas 10 days on any other island, I'd say no, too much. Crete, you can easily spend 10 days there and not do everything. But we can, if you want, I can tell you places you can go that are amazing. I've been there, I don't know, maybe like 5 or 6 times, and every single time I go to new places, I'm like, oh shit, I should have known this before. It's just too big. Just yeah, DM me and I'll give you ideas. Daniel, you should come too, but Daniel, you're coming to Athens. We have work to do, man. All right. Okay, so let me check one thing up here. Dun, 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 dun. I live in Athens, Greece. Yes, so the mainland. If you do come by Athens, you will also have some amazing times here. Alright, let me see if this thing works now. YouTube music. Will it show the music that's playing? It does work, and it's playing. Finally. Good. I want you guys to see the music that you're listening to. It's important. I mean, this is all royalty-free music, so if you're interested in this kind of stuff, StreamTunes has amazing, amazing collections of music. Hey, Jeff, Happy New Year. No, I have not. You'd think I would. Internet fiber. So the story is, everyone has come. So the company, the phone provider, the one that's actually going to give me the internet through the optical fiber, everything is done on their end. They have been super swift, which is unlikely for Greece. I mean, honestly, it's like the public sector is like, it takes ages, but this company in particular, the phone provider, which is a public sector company, but it's also managed more like a private sector company, they work amazingly well. Like, even if you have a problem, they'll fix it and all that. These guys came within 2-3 weeks. They have done all of the work for this to actually work. And you know how optical fiber, basically you literally have to have the optical fiber cable brought inside your house. So you have to find a way to bring it inside the house. So these guys came, they figured out everything. They made holes, they dug things from the street, and beautiful stuff. Like, really simple and beautiful. They put all the boxes in the basement for all the houses in the complex here. Everything's perfectly fine. And when they tried to push that plastic tube that eventually will have the optical fiber in it, push it through the floor into my house where there's an actual hole there for that reason, it got stuck. Apparently, the electrician, the person that did all the power in the house, had a box there or something there that's blocking the way, and now they can't get, it's literally for 20 centimeters, like this much. It's really small. They can't get that plastic tube into the house. And I've been waiting for the past 3 weeks for that specific person to come by and try and figure out what is wrong in that tube, and you can't get it through. So, recap. Everything has been done. The phone provider is on par. They're perfect. They've been very good at what they've done. And it's my electrician here, the guy that's doing all the powering in the house. I'm waiting for him to come. He's the one. I'm waiting for him to come and figure out why we can't get the cable through the floor and into the house. Ain't that awesome? Hopefully it'll happen in January, because everything else is ready, everything else is set. Trips planned. There is something big planned. No, not planned. Planning something big. But it's not yet sure, so I won't say anything. For the Christmas break, I went to northwest of Greece. So it's really nice to go to the mountains. I actually did some rafting as well, which was pretty cool. Let me see if I can pull up a video of that. Hold on a second. It was pretty cool. It was fun. There's an amazing river in the northwest, Voidomatis. That was pretty awesome. And I was the one that didn't want to go rafting because I'm not that kind of a person, you know. I could care less. But everyone was like, "Yeah, come with us," and I went, and everyone got sick, and I didn't, and that was so fun. They got sick because it's cold. I don't know what kind of weather you guys have there, but basically, it's really cold in Greece when it's like 8 degrees. That was friggin' cold there, like 6 to 8 degrees outside. And well, we went rafting in the frozen waters of the river. Hold on. Can I make this bigger? Oh, I can. I won't put any sound, but I'll share here on the screen. Alright, so that's me over there. I'm the guy in the front. I hope this will play properly. So we're going down the river. We're going that little waterfall, and look at the water. It's just gonna cover me entirely. That was fun. At this point, the guide was yelling, hang back," because he had to brake because it was one more fall right in front of us, and we were just trying to keep the dinghy from moving forward. But at this point, I am covered in frozen water. This is it from the beginning. This is the final step. Like in the distance here, and in the end, you can see all the dinghies are just there. They stopped because that's where you get off. We're already like 1.5 hours in the boat. This was the ending, covered in frozen water, and then one more of the same thing, but I don't have that on video. That was awesome. Everyone got sick because it was like we were like 1.5 hours in frozen water. I don't know, for some reason I left unscathed. Nothing happened to me. Wow, Tiago, lots of storms, huh? Yes, Jeff, we had dry suits. We had double dry suits instead of shoes, obviously. You know, life vests, helmets. You saw everything. It was very professional, everything. But again, for some reason, I don't know. It was my first time doing any rafting. The dinghy had holes in the floor because obviously when you do rafting, a lot of water goes in, so it has to go out. So it's not sealed. So as you're in the boat, the tubes on the perimeter are what actually holding you afloat, and the floor has some minor tubes. It's not really providing any lift. So when you're stepping in the boat is actually filling up with water. Barely, but there is some water in there. So for 1.5, 2 hours almost, as we were going down a river, our feet were constantly in water. And the water was freezing. The temperature was around like 8 degrees, 6 to 8 degrees, I think, outside. It was sunny, beautiful skies and everything, but still it was really cold. But our feet were in cold water for the entire time. So, I guess it's it goes with the territory. Deliverance. I don't know if I've seen that. Have I? Who was playing in it? Yeah, I think the only rapids I've done were the roaring rapids at Six Flags. I think that was the only thing I did before this one. This is like the real river rafting stuff. All right, I need to move on. Let me get to the next bug. So this one has been fixed. Goodbye. Kafey Pete solved. Kafey Pete is the person who reported it. Good. Dark mode. Okay. Going on to the next one. It's for the XL. Dashboard XL, but it's the same thing. For the lovely XL, maybe for lovely 2. And the dark mode. I love the orange color, but on the dynamic map, the driver's point is yellow, and unfortunately it blends in with the opponent's point. Okay, so here, what we're seeing, let me pull up a race. It doesn't really matter who it is. That doesn't have anything to do with specific game. I'll tell you what this guy's talking about, and then I will attempt to fix 2 bugs because it's the same spin reported. So what we're seeing here is, let me turn on dark mode. Oh damn it! Let me save it and reload it. Okay. So here we don't have classes, but as you can see, all cars are orange, and mine is orange too. So what I want to do, and here as well, where's everyone else? Here. So what I'm doing here is I'm telling, even in the map and here, that my color is yellow. The driver, the one that's representing you, is yellow. And I realized that here it might not be much of a difference because you know who you are, you know your class, but when you're looking at it on the map, and as you can see here, by complete chance, everyone's yellow as well, because there's only one class. It's what SimHub is saying. It's yellow, and I'm yellow, and this is really close colors. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove the yellow color, the manual color, from the plate on the standings, relatives, and track map. So it'll be whatever SimHub says it is. And if I go to another game, let's see, do I have more drivers here? Same thing. So do I have anything with more than one class? Any replay in iRacing? More than one class? More than one car? I don't even know what I have. I have probably just one car here. Yeah, anyway, I need to fix that. So now, what I need to do is, I want to go here. Start off with the MFM. So the MFM is pretty easy because you just go to relative, come here and find the driver. And all I want to do is, for this position, background color will not be manually set to that. It will be whatever the color is of that driver, which is you. So driver class color, and I want to get which one is it? Now wait. Get player leaderboard position, that's what I'm looking for. Okay. So I'll get rid of that. This will be whatever background color we have for that. And the text color will be class color text. Okay, so I want that function here. Good. So now I'm not controlling that specific color, and I don't care. And I feel good about it. Now, just grab this and recall what I did here. It's class text color. Okay. We did it for this. Now let's do it for the standings as well. Standings is a bit different, as this thing is being repeated. The driver position, I need to do this here once. So driver class color, whatever that is. And get my leaderboard position, whatever that one is. And this class, get leaderboard class text color, car class text color, car class, not capitals, text. All right. And we need to do the same thing for the timetables. So now here, if driver is player, then get that color, driver class color. Actually, we don't care about that. So we'll always deliver the same color here, whatever that is. And this will also be the same. So we're getting rid of that if statement. It'll always be repeat index. Perfect. So I've hit save and go to, let's go to ACC and just hit a replay. Anything will do. I didn't do the, so you can see it's white here. It's just the class color. So this will be whatever you have in SimHub for your class. I'm not controlling that color anymore. I have to do the same thing for the map now. Animated map. Can I do it here? I should be able to. So for the background color, we have that. And for the text color, we have class text color, whatever SimHub tells us. And for the opponents, we've done the same thing. Good. Hit save. Now everyone's white. I don't care because everything is white. So these colors here will match those colors there. And I have to do it for the static map as well. Sorry, I haven't read chat in a while. Okay, so we have these two maps now. Save. All right. Hey, Steven, how you doing, man? Sorry, I just looked up in chat. Happy New Year to you too. What would I... depends on what you want. So I can show you here in my POV. This one over here, small one, this is a 5-inch, and this is the 6.8 SimDash. Now, the 6.8 matches the real, like in the real environment. Like when I have this full triples, this looks as if I'm in the car. It's a lot more realistic, the size of it, because this is what you'd expect. This is the actual size you'd expect to find in the car. But as I'm sitting here, I literally cannot use the bottom part of my screen while working. That's why you'll see the windows are up to here. I never have them there because right now I can't see shit. So, and I can't move this around. So if you figure out a way how to have it there and remove it and put it back in, tell me too, because I want to do that as well. But otherwise, I would say go for the 6.8. It is massive, it is huge, but is more realistic. So it depends on your needs and how you want to use it. Again, I also, as you can see, I'm using this camera over here, and this, if there was a 5-inch, it would be too small. And this is actually where people see the information that I'm driving as well. So I wanted this to be as big as possible in order to display the information so you can see it on this camera, right? Yeah, as Daniel said, 5 inches perfectly well. I had it, and actually, let me show you. Let me run it so you can actually see. It should load it. When it loads, now you can see them. You can kind of see from that same point of view the two different screens. It looks far sharper on the small screen, far sharper. Just by looking at it, it is sharper, but here it just looks a lot better. But you can see it. This is literally 5-inch, 6.8-inch. It's your pick. Woo! True Dark mode is so freaking awesome. I love it. Yeah, hope this helps, man. This is literally live right now. 6.8, 5-inch. Jeff, that's what I'm working on now. I think. There wasn't anything to discuss with. I'm gonna look into it. Oh wait, I'll get into that now. I'm fixing these colors here, so let me finish these here, and I'll get into the next. I'll get into the next bug fix, which will be that one. I just don't want to make a mistake here. Okay. This is always the same. It's not going to change. Yes. So MFM we have, and I have to go to the track map. And wait, actually timetables as well. There's so many things I have to update. Damn. Let's go here first, into the driver position. So now I'm just getting class for everything. This will not have the if statement. It'll be driver class colored. Doesn't matter if it's you or not. It will always be the same for everyone. We have a new member, Racer Wes. Welcome to the club. So, okay, that's that. Good, saving it. And now go to the relative natives. So basically what I'm doing, just the plate of the drivers will always be whatever color comes from SimHub. Even here, so even here, load it, even here, it's white. Doesn't matter. It's yellow if it's you, but the plate will always be whatever your class is. So you always see that. I have to fix it, and I want to fix this. So this is going to be, 6 is also going to become white. If anyone currently has a replay that includes multi-class colors, so send it over on Discord and I'll load it up and I'll try it out. So now this is going to become white here. Yeah, the BOSCH 6.8 is practically the same thing as the real one. So Tiago, I don't know, flip down would be awesome, but even if I did flip it down, it can only go as much because it's really close to the wheel. As you can see it on a small screen. There. So even if it does flip down, I would rather just be able to just move it on the side and get rid of it entirely. I think it would be better all around. I'm not sure this thing's going to work. If anyone has a replay, multi-class, iRacing, I don't care where it is, please send it over as a DM on Discord. I'm worried that this may not be the right thing for the maps. Yeah, see, this is not going to work. Definitely not going to work. It's going to be good for the player style, but not anyone else. Right. So I'm probably going to need to fix that at some point. Jeff, GSI Hyper P1 for next Christmas. Why next Christmas? Why not next week? Why wait? I don't get it. Recordings from replays? No. If you have a replay, send it over. I think you can limit it. I don't know if you can export it, but yeah. So to be completely honest, I am not a screen on wheel kind of guy. I prefer a separate dashboard than having it on the wheel. Wheel would make sense if you're driving in an F1 position. Why am I trolling myself? Hey Flint, Happy New Year, man. Do I have... Damn it. I thought I did have something for iRacing. something with more than one person in there. Steven says, looked at one in a steering wheel, but will that not cause the steering to become too heavy? Honestly, Steven, if you have like a SimuCube 2, or even the DD1 and DD2, which is 20 newton meters, there won't be much of a big difference. I mean, yeah, these things can go up to like a kilo, 0.5. It will be heavy as a steering wheel. Even this steering wheel that I have now is heavy. But you probably won't feel much of a difference. I mean, honestly, the bases are so friggin' strong that you have them tuned down anyway. So I don't think it would cause much of a problem if you had a screen. Like, the weight of the wheel would probably not be a problem. Mo's R9. Okay. That's a 9 newton meter. You still wouldn't have a problem. I honestly don't think you'd have a problem. I don't. If anyone in chat thinks it might be a different, like if you have more experience, please chip in, but I personally don't think it would be a problem. Oops, sorry. All I have is replays of the same class? Is it is that the issue? If I'd love to have it now. If anyone in the chat has a replay in SimHub, or has whatever in SimHub that has multi-class racing, I'd really want to try it out. Because this is probably going to be the last thing I need to do here. For the map, everything else is okay. But for the map, it will be a problem. And I don't have anything multi-class right now. And ACC, I can't fire it up because ACC doesn't deliver class information. Wait, what else do I have here? Where's SimHub? SimHub replays. I have ACC Automobilista F1. I have racing in R. Oh, I have R Factor 2. Let's check out if there's anything in R Factor 2. I don't have too many replays, which is a problem. I had a lot, but when I installed the streaming PC, I deleted them. Oh, okay. It works. Okay, so you can see here the color of the class. If I go to the map, though, this color of the class, perfect. This is what you guys want. But the map doesn't work like that. So here is the map, and this is the static map right now. Is there an option? Is there an option to force colors? Alternate track sector, no. Force player dot border color contract. What is all that? Don't override. Save. Tell me that works. That's not it yet. Hold it. Hold it. Hold it. Is it? It's not. Override colors with car class colors. Oh, override. I want that. Wait, I want to override with car class colors. So what up, dude? Why ain't you doing it? So these are working okay, but when you come here, it's It's not overriding the colors. These should be that color over there, that ugly color. And I'm going to make that color look a bit better. I'll make it a nice tan color. There it is. You can change that. Look, if you're wondering, I'll just show you guys. If you're wondering, class colors in SimHub, just so you know, you go to car settings, and when you have multiple classes, or if there is class available, you go to car class colors, and this is where you select for GT3 green, and you can see it. It changes automatically. It's working here. Oh shit, what's going on? What's going on? It's not working here. What am I doing wrong? Okay. Wait. What is it that I'm doing wrong? Oh, I don't know yet, but I'll find out. So this is correct. This is handling it good. The animated maps. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah. Override colors with class color. Yes. There's nothing here. I have that, but it should be overriding it. Then why isn't it? Force, everything's the same. What is wrong? No, don't do this. Don't do this. Right, don't worry about it, Steven. I think I've figured it out, at least how to get the colors in. So if it works with these, then it'll work with any other class. It's not working here. And this is what is confusing me. As I have this, that, this should not be a problem. I don't care about that. I want to override it anyway. This is completely wrong. I need to fix these things all over again. Alright, I need to fix this thing now. For the map, I'm going to reintroduce. This is wrong. This is wrong. Screw it. It's going to be white and black for everyone. Don't care. And for me, it'll be black and gold. Screw it. Don't care. Get rid of all that. And get rid of all that. Let's see if this changes. Like, if this is something that actually makes a difference. So interesting. So, don't you say? Oh, that's interesting. This ain't gonna work. What am I doing wrong here? So when I don't override it, okay, this is something wrong here. So when I don't override, so let's go back to the home screen. This is it, right? And this is the animated map. Okay, cool. So I'm not overriding it with any color here, just whatever I have. White and black, yellow and black. There's no code override. Everything else is done. I hit save. And this thing over here is not assuming it's this lime green color. The dots should be lime green, but they're not. Now, which is weird. If I save this, will it change anything? Does it work the other way around? Reverse psychology in SimHub. No. Alright, so do that and do that. Okay. But now, if I come here and say screw class, I need to do that differently. Oh. So if I do this and do this here. So what I'm doing, I'm just overriding these. I'm just putting something there. It's more like a placeholder. I don't believe this will actually help. But what is happening on the animated map on that one, if I hit save here, this could be a bug. No. What am I doing wrong? What am I doing wrong here? I know this is wrong, what I'm doing right now. Okay. You can't get this. The get player leaderboard position doesn't work within the map. That's why I didn't have it. But why isn't the color working? Why isn't it overriding with the class color? It should. It's not doing it. I'm confused. This is so confusing. This literally worked just moments ago. Can't get that there. Let me... Let's see, would this do anything? No, what an idiot. Would this change anything? No. Oh, it's confusing me. Alright, so opponent style on the animated map in the MFM, which is this map over here, text color is black. Right. Right. And dot color is white. Right. Right. And it's not. What? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so let's not. Oh, wait. Sorry. That was stupid of me. That was so stupid of me. Okay, sorry. I'm only human. I set it to alpha transparency 0, so it was basically you couldn't see it. But still, it's not working. So you can see the colors are green, and these are white. it's not getting overridden by the class. And I've clearly stated that I do want it. Force player dot border contrast color blah blah blah. Override colors with car class colors. Yes. Yes. Override it. Override it. Override it. Different map, different colors. I don't know. I don't know exactly what I'm doing wrong right now. I'm just going to be consistent here. Have it the same way all around, but this did show the colors, which is weird because I'm expecting to see the colors and I'm not seeing them. That's not working. Weird. All right, I'm gonna put this thing on hold. Obviously I won't be able to solve it. I'll need to talk to Nicola, because this is kind of weird behavior. I'm expecting these things to turn into the color of the green, because I'm literally telling it to, like, this is a static map, and I've specifically said override colors with car class colors, and there is a car class which is GT3, and I can change it to, and you can see, change it to blue, blah blah blah, yellow, and whatever I want. So I'm gonna leave it to this green color here, which is kind of subtle. It's good. These should also change, but they're not, which is weird. So I'm gonna save this and put that bug on hold, because I don't know what is going on. Actually, wait. Ooh, I got an idea. I haven't touched the MFM here. So these are working. Check this out. This will have the right color now. No, it doesn't. It's not getting overridden. It's not getting overridden. Okay. So it's probably some bug with SimHub at this point, which is weird. I thought this thing was working. So maps don't change color. They'll get overridden. Alright, we could do that. Okay, so we have two bugs here that will need to be fixed. AC yellow. Let's do something maybe. What game is this? An AMS2. Oh, okay. More. Someone sent me. Okay, let's download this. Just one file. Telemetry JSON. That's it. I don't think it'll work. That's probably not going to work. It's for AMS2. The ticket is for slip indicator always on, but I think that's not the case. As you can see, this is AMS2. The R factor 2 basically. Let me shut this down and go to AMS2. We did not see that anywhere. So the problem that was mentioned was that everything is red, but this looks more like a bug than anything else. Yes, he did send me, Joe did send me a telemetry, but it's just one file, so I don't know if I can use that. Let's see if it'll work. Just one file, will it? Will it blend? Will he blend? There is two. It does. Okay. Yeah, it's not. Yeah, this is. Yeah, it's not. Slip indicator is not always on. Oh, it is. No, it's not. Let's see what the map says. So, blue is slip, yellow is lock. So it's now going down a straight, and slip is turning on. That's peculiar. Why would it turn on? So even down the straight, blue is still on. We can take a look into that. Right. Oh my god. Old code. Holy code. Holy code. Okay, that's why. Because it's what MS2 is sending. Slip speed. Yeah, it's over 0, so it's actually slipping, even though slightly, but it is. So what we could do is say if it's slipping over a specific amount, but how am I to judge that? So now you can see where my mouse is. tire slip speed 0.1, which is, I think it's front left, it's always slipping. That's not right there. There shouldn't be a return there. Okay. So I understand how I'm finding this. And this is some really old code here. So if wheel slip is, yeah, it's not on and off. That's why this is being a bit more. So if it's on, so I just need to figure out if what's on, what's considered on, and what's off. I think that's what I need to figure out. Because in AMS2, it's always on. It's like always, it's always over 1. So what's considered a wheel slip here? Rear wheels are not slipping, front is. And how I'm actually determining if it's slipping or locking. Okay, I'm gonna have to. Okay, I'm gonna put this in. It's gonna be a new thing for me. Rewrite slip and lock. This will go in 2.6. I'll rewrite the entire thing and figure it out. Cause yeah, it's not going to. I'm mumbling, I know. All right, so I can't fix this now. I need to figure it out. I know what the problem is. I just need to figure out, determine in AMS2 what is considered a slip or not. So in ACC basically it says it's slipping, yes, 1 or 0. So we know if it's slipping or not. And then if it is slipping, I try to determine how it's slipping. So basically, if it's losing traction or if it's locking. So what I'm saying is, if it's slipping, so the tire's slipping forward, doesn't really matter, and the speed of the car is increasing, then it's most likely traction loss. But if the speed of the car is 0, the wheel spin is 0, so the wheel is not turning, then it's a lock. That's how I'm determining this. But obviously in AMS2 we're getting information that's not accurate in the same sense, so I just need to figure that out. I shall check that out. And relative table position is cropped. I don't see that. I think we talked about this before. I don't see it getting cropped. Maybe just a tiny fraction? Let me check this out. let's save and see. Yeah, I'm not seeing much of a difference here, so I don't know why this is such of a problem right now. It's the way it's being rendered, basically. Yeah, it's just how it's rendered. Daniel, you're asking why it's not centralized. You can see here, there's information on the left, so it can't go in the center. So what you're seeing here, the static map. Okay, just to clarify. So the static map is this one over here. As you can see it basically fills in as much space as it can, but the animated map actually does take all the room. So let me show you what that looks like. Let me show you the animated map. So if you're curious, you can actually change what map is shown on either. So you have options to change the map that's on the map screen and the maps that are on the MFMs. And you can do it here. Map type. You can say static animated. This is for the map screen. So right now it's 1. This is static. So I can change it to 2. And it's animated. And for the MFMs, just to show you here, the MFM map is animated here. Okay. So map type MFM is 2. Which is animated. If I switch this to 1 and save it, and now basically rebuilding the dash, you'll see that it's the other way around. So in the MFM, the map is static, and the map screen, it's animated. You can change those in the settings file. So now this is going to be a static map here. There it is. And it will be animated in the map screen. And now that it's animated, because it moves around, I can have it full screen, and I don't really mind because you're always in the center. Your position is there. So this can go behind these numbers and everything, and it's fine. Really isn't annoying to the eye. It also zooms in. So now you can see it takes over the entire screen over here as well. It's gonna come over here as well once you find a turn. Like maybe here. No left turns. But it's the entire screen here. There it is. So this takes the entire, because it doesn't really annoy. It's not annoying to see it because it moves around. But when it's a static map, I just have it as large as I can in this area. So it depends on the track and the settings that you have. So for me, honestly, for the map screen, I like to have it this way. So the map screen, I want to have it static, and the MFM have it animated. All right. Any other questions? I think I'm running out of stuff to do here. I need to fix 2 things. I need to contact Nicolas for those. I won't be able to fix them, not tonight at least. And it is 11 p.m. and no amount of Red Bull will keep me awake. Today was my first day at work as well. So it was a busy day. I had to relearn all the names of the people I work with. Completely erase them from my mind. Happened to you? I went on the morning stand-up call, and I'm like, who is everybody? Do I know these people? Of course, I'm only kidding, but that's how it felt. Imagine taking like a month off. What would happen then? I used to do that when I was a lot younger. Okay, so let's look at one more thing. Using the LMDH cards in AMS2, the hybrid mode is always showing attack regardless of whatever mode I am in. Thank you, Joe, for sending this. I noticed similar with the F Ultimate that doesn't show qualifying mode. Okay, this is gonna... So there is a telemetry for AMS2. Let me try this. This will be the last thing I'll look into. I'm curious. Always. Alright, let's shut this one down. I'm in Automobilista. Alright, so we have that. Good. Nice. It's working. Oh, shit. Oh, okay. That's good as well. The colors there. But what we want to see is why, oh, why we already have ERS deploy mode, blah, blah, blah. Okay, but we're not getting the information. Oh, Daniel, have a great evening, man. Jeff, 4-day weekends are hard to come back from. Yeah, tell me that. Well, mine wasn't it was a week long. I took the entire week off, so, you know. Interesting. MGUK deploy mode for high racing and everything else ERS power level. So is it possible that AMS2 has its own property? Oh dear Lord. Shit. Deployment mode. Okay, so it seems no MERS deployment mode. Sorry, I'm rambling again, but I'm looking at the thing here. So it says 2. But does it change from 2 to something else? And if yes, yes. 1, 2, 3. How many modes are there? 4? Oh, damn. MERS deploy mode. I'm going to assume... Okay. Okay, I'm going to assume it's going to be the same. Oh, shit. Okay. Alright, so now what I need to know, and this is not going to be easy. So, okay, so what we have determined is it does have a different property for ERS. Funnily enough, though, wait a second. Energy ERS battery, ERS percent, has ERS. Do these things, like, ERS percent? Okay. Okay, so we do have some information, and that's why it triggers it, but we don't have the specific properties for the automotive, for the deployment mode in AMS2. Okay, so this will work. That's why it does show these things. This needs to show ERS percent. So if I turn that on, does it change the percentage? No. Which is weird, because we do have the percentage. So this replay does not use any energy? Is that it? Daniel, I have seen sneak peeks at it, but I'll get back to you on Discord when I have some more time. Maybe tonight, maybe tomorrow. I honestly have not really looked at it. I'm trying to figure this out. But have a great night, man. Have a great one. We will talk very, very soon. So, Joe... All right, let me just ask. Just keen on understanding if they're actually deploying. So what I need to figure out now, in AMS2, what are the deployment modes? Is there any API I can look into? AMS2 ERS deployment modes. Is there anything I can find? Just Googling here. Anyone have any information? No? Officially released. Razer Studios threads. You guys go into any details? Ah, perfect. There it is. So, all right, this is it. This is it, boys and girls. This is how it's gonna go down. Aight. Aight. Good. So we have 5 modes, which is perfect. And now what we want to do is grab this and say else if automobilista 2. No. Oh yeah, that's actually true. I don't want to make a mistake. Hold on a second. So this is going to be the default. Let me just copy this. Default will be that one. Else if, grab that. Ooh, there and there. Else if automobilista 2. What do we want to have here? Deployment mode. ERS. Deployment mode. And now, case 1 is this is the one. Okay. This is so weird now. Okay. So case 1 should be 1 is no deployment according to Razer. 2 is build. Okay, so this needs to go under 2. Get rid of that. 3 is balanced. 3 is balanced. We already have that there. 4 is attack. 4 is attack, and 5 is quali. Okay, so that's not... Case 1, no deploy. 2 is build. 3 is balanced. 4 is... there it is. Good. 4 is attack. And 5 is quali. What other colors do I have? So colors I have: build, balance, attack, quali. That's actually pretty good now. No deploy, build, balance, attack, quali. Yeah. Okay. Now, what I need to do now, take this and okay. Now go to the, oh wow, there's a lot of work here, but I can do it step by step. Pretty sure I can do it step by step. Alright, so I'm gonna add it to the text here. Else if automobilista. So the first one, no deploy. Case 1 is playing. Number 2 is build. Balanced. 4 is attack. And the last one is quali. And default is no deploy. All right. Let me grab the colors again from here. And change the text color now. Okay, we got everything here for this. Good. Now, I need to do the same thing for every single one. First off, let's do all the tall versions. Oh dear God, it's so complicated. right, now I have that. Now let's do that for the short versions as well. Short version there. This will be a bit more complicated, I think. No. Okay, get rid of that. So now we have that. And this includes Automobilista. Yes, this is the correct one. Copy. Go into the short. Paste. This goes to the top. Delete that. Move this to the top. And then we'll test. And hopefully we haven't broken anything. Top 45. 45. Good. Alright. And now here. This was 45 and this is 45. Okay, delete the old one, put the new one in, hit save. Let's see if this thing actually now changes mode for Automobilista. Yo. Now in Automobilista we have balanced mode, build, no deploy, balanced, attack, and where's quality? Quality. So there. I just asked, I don't know, this specific replay does not have this specific replay does not have any percentage loss. So I don't know if this is actually true or not. And to be completely honest, do we need to do anything else? No. That's basically it. But to be completely honest, just by looking at the data, going to ERS, this is in AMS2 right now. ERS percent is 99.99. That's why it's always showing 100 there. But I don't see. This is the deployment mode. I don't see any other information, so this is probably it. It's not. He is deploying, but someone said he could have done it in TT. What's TT? All right, so yeah, max is 100 and the percentage is 99.99, so it's just showing it as 100. So these things actually work now, which is good. According to AMS2, these are the actual values that they're being used. So deployment mode 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, according to AMS2 official documentation. That's what it is. Colors are all based on the theme. So if I switch over to night mode, it will still have the colors there because it makes sense to have the colors there. But we'll see the theme. Maybe we change them in the future and make them all orange. But I still think it's important to have the colors there, even though it's a theme. So we'll see. That's always something we can change in the future. But yeah, I think this is good. This is good for now. Okay. So, yet another bug done. Bugged done. Okay, I think this is going to be it. I honestly, I'm tired now, and I'm reading through a few things here, but it seems as if this replay does not have. It's not consuming any energy anyway. So most likely it's going to be fine. I need a replay to confirm it, but until I get a replay, it is what it is. So AMS2 is also fixed now, so we have the deployment modes, which is pretty cool. I think so. And with that, I'm gonna call it a night. I'm actually tired. But before I do that, I would like to say a huge thank you to all the members, 375. Can you believe it? 375 members. Holy crap. This is far, far more than I'd ever expect. And to be honest, I'm getting a bit greedy now. So when I say greedy, it's the same exact greed I feel when creating the lovely dashboard. Like, honestly, I started this stream 9 p.m. It's 11:18. That's 2 hours and 18 minutes, right? I'm probably going to be in the rig until midnight or something. There's something that's fueling me. There is something that's fueling me to do this. There's the rational part saying, oh, but you got 375 lovely members, you know, it's that part, right? But it's also this whole thing that I'm looking at the camera, this whole thing that we had with the chat, and the feedback, and the interaction, and solving problems that is actually motivating me. So it's a very complicated relationship, to say the least, between myself and the dashboard and all of the lovely members. Currently, there are 377, it says here. That's interesting. Hold on a second. Let me go here and here. It's actually 377. So we did have a few. We had a couple new ones. All right. We had a couple new ones. So 377. So it's that dynamic of you guys supporting me. I'm going to continue doing this. I'm going to do the best possible thing I can. You know, it's going to be here. And I've set a few goals for 2024. They are my goals, personal goals, so I won't announce them, you know, in any way, shape, or form. They're personal goals, but they're very serious goals. They affect my future. They affect how I'm going to continue working on this. So yeah, hopefully it'll all pan out. So in conclusion, thank you very much to all of the lovely members. Thank you to the entire lovely community and lovely family. Most of all, I would also like to thank the gold lovely members, which are now 17, and that's Anthony, Cody, Daniel, Enrique, Graham, Jeff, Iñaki, Jason, Jared, Chris, Maximilian, Robert, Rito, Sean, Tiago, William, and Josh. Thank you very much for your support and ongoing support. I hope you all got your stickers. I know some of you have not yet received them because they were late in the holidays, but most of you must have. Daniel's got lost and I reordered one, so he'll have it soon, and everyone else should be getting it by mid-January tops, so that's one thing. And yeah, I'm tired. I think I'm gonna close it now. Thank you very much for joining me. All 8 of you concurrent viewers and 110 in total, thank you very much for joining me. Yeah, it was great, and we should do this again. Have a great night. I will see you guys. I don't know when. Maybe for the off season, I'll probably just do one more of these coding sessions. I don't know when the new season is starting for LFM, where I can actually do some driving and having some fun. But we'll see. We'll see. For me, my focus now for January is to get this version out publicly, which means fixing all of these small bugs, anything that I find that actually is adding value as a bug, like AMS2. Yes, let's do the thing. We did it. And figuring out what I can do and what I can't do or shouldn't do, and then preparing all documentation, which is going to be a lot of stuff that I need to do for the actual GitHub. So that's my focus for January. So towards the end, I will release 2.6 publicly, and then start working on the next versions immediately. The day I release 2.6 publicly, I will start working on the next versions. So lovely members will have something to expect and some really nice things to expect. They're all planned, and some of them are actually started being developed, but not implemented yet. All right, guys. I'm going to call it a night. It was really nice on a stream, chatting with you guys and working on the dashboard. I will see you guys on my next live stream. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell notification so you guys get notified when I stream. I don't have a steady program. Usually it's currently my schedule is Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursdays. Racing and coding mixed. Usually code on Wednesdays, Tuesdays and Thursdays is for the racing. But yeah, don't forget to hit the bell icon because you never know. Also, I tweet and thread and put posts there, so you can follow me there. I will always update those as well. And yes, if you enjoy this, please consider supporting me. Links are in the description. You'll notice that I have a brand new short domain, lsr.gg, which also takes you to the home page where you have all the links, so you can also use that if you want to. Don't forget to subscribe, and don't forget to become a member if you actually appreciate the work that's happening here and supporting me by becoming a lovely member. Any class, any tier will work the same for me, and you will also get all these betas as well. So thank you very much, good night, and I'll see you guys around.